Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode on the Hermitcraft Gamemode 4 server. It is that time again for what I guess you could call vanilla modded, right? That makes no sense at all. It's just vanilla command blocks. Gamemode 4, yes, this thing is awesome and you may recognise this. This is where we logged out at the end of our live stream. We did a live stream on here recently and we hung out, we checked some things out and then we came caving to get ourselves some iron ore, which we have a lot of, but I would like to leave this area with a lot more iron and also some diamonds as well. We found no diamonds so far, I can't believe it. But we are in a very interesting place, and so for this episode we're going to do a little bit of exploring. We're not going to stick around this area, but I do want to show you it because we are underneath a desert. Now Gamemode 4 has custom terrain. It goes around the world before you play on it and actually changes the terrain. So what looks different about this place, right? This wasn't built by me, oh no. This might be the kind of thing that I would do, you know, half slab a ravine or replace it with sandstone. But no, this is actually underneath the desert, so all of the regular stone blocks have been replaced with sandstone. And this is really cool, you know, the ores pop out, it feels different, it looks different, and this applies to a few different biomes as well, which is why we're going to do some more exploration. But during the stream I didn't really want to do too much branch mining because caving is a lot more exciting, but it was suggested that we should do some branch mining in here. And do you know why? Because you have instant mine by default, so this is a really good way to find yourself some diamonds. I'm thinking for the beginning of this episode we'll try and do that. Now you could also be a bit wasteful with your pick as well and go across... Oh, why did I... Oh, wrong pick. Okay, that makes sense. You could go across to the side like this, and surely I'm going to expose something here. We've exposed some stone, so that could actually be the edge of the biome. And let's, fingers crossed, get some diamonds here. Come on, right at the beginning. Nothing. Let me guess. Redstone. That's okay. I'll take the redstone. We got a fortune pick for that. And see, you can get to the ores really quickly like this, which is cool. And I'm going to do a little bit of branch mining, but I'm not going to do this excessive going to the sides. That's going to waste a lot of the picks. So I'm just going to do the normal branch mining, going in a single line. We'll explore the desert a little bit, and we will see what we can find. So I've been going at this for about 5 to 10 minutes and we have our first diamonds. And I tell you what, this is so easy, I could do this for ages. Let's grab these things. I can hear there's some caves nearby. This looks like 8 diamond ore, that's really good. And that looks like a lot of diamonds, which we can't actually pick up because my inventory's full. Let's get rid of that for now. And actually, I need the shovel. We'll get rid of the fences. 17 diamonds, not bad. So, I think I'm going to continue with this. My plan is to perhaps go as far as I can until this pit gets all the way down. Although maybe that's a little bit excessive. You know, I don't have all the time in the world, but it has been really good. So if you're playing Gamemode 4 yourself, although I'm not sure if the custom terrain is released yet, but this is definitely a good way to get going. So I'm just going to continue doing this, hopefully get some more diamonds, and then we'll regroup. We're going to go back to town and sort out all of our ores. I've got something to show you there. And oh look, we've reached the other side of the biome. That's interesting. So this thing is really far across. I've just gone from one side to the other, it looks like. But yes, we're going to go check out some of the other biomes and things that have changed as well. But we'll be doing that in a little bit. So this has been a very successful mining session. I think the sandstone makes life so much easier, very quicker, and all of those ores really pop out as well, so check it out. We have an absolutely ridiculous amount of iron, tons of redstone, lapis, and plenty of diamonds. We have got a lot of materials to get us going here. And as well as all of that, we've also got a ton of sandstone as well, so I'm going to leave this here, but we can come back to this location in the future and grab those if we want. And I think I've got just enough space to put all of this in my inventory, so let's shove it all in there and see. Yeah, it looks like we're good. Excellent. Okay, so now we can head out of this area. Alright, we have made it back safe and sound with all of our goods, and things have changed a tiny bit around here. We have a new little block over here that looks interesting. This is the crafter, the equivalent exchange. So that's a way to exchange one item into another item type. So I'm going to have a look at that and see if any of those recipes are going to be useful to us. And as well as that, DMAC has also set up some ore doubling, which is one of the things I was going to do next. But since DMAC's already done it, we may as well make use of this since I think it's free to use. So I want to show you this because it's amazing. We have some fuel, that's good. We've got loads of that from the Wither farm. Let's start off by doing our gold first of all. So we chuck the gold in, and then you'll be able to see the gold appear over the back here. So what you got is a multi-block structure where you've got iron blocks around a hopper that points, I think, into the furnace, and then you see that? A little gold ingot appeared. So now we've got one right here and another one in the dropper at the bottom. So this doubles all your ores in exchange for a little bit of work making a multi-block structure with all the iron blocks. And that is fantastic. So that's going to work for iron and gold. And I was thinking about silk touching some of the other ores. However, the thing is, with diamonds, for example, you're going to get 2 diamonds for every ore. And I think using fortune 3, which we have, the average is going to be a little bit higher. So we only need it to use it for those 2. And it looks like it's going to take me a bit of time because we've got an absolute ton of ores to do. And also over here, I think all of my chests are filling up as well with goodies. So yeah, you can see I've been busy in the Nether. We've got some work to do here, organising chests, maybe even expanding this area a little bit. I do believe that the ore doubling is almost done. And that's right, I said doubling, like the city. Doubling being the correct word, of course. There we go. That's quite a bit. Only 3 pieces to do left, I do believe. This chest is now empty. Awesome. That took a fair bit of time to do, but it's been totally worth it. We now have double the ores. That is so cool. Or double the ingots even for our iron and gold. That's awesome. And we're going to put that to use. Believe me, we're going to do something cool with the gold in a moment. And yes, while that's been happening, I've been working on my little base here. It's now called xisumo's joint. I grew a few extra trees around the front and created this see-through roof using the glass. You can see the texture is all see-through. And this thing right here, if we hop down, this is how we get up and down. We're using a trapdoor. The reason we're not using a ladder, I will show you in a moment. It was really quite funny. I couldn't get it to work with a ladder, and then after a while I went, yep, I know why. But it's something cool, something I'm going to show you. And this area's been redone. I think it looks really cool. Now you may notice that these chests are a different colour. That's because they're trap chests, and this was a suggestion from Zul'jin actually. I showed him the texture pack. He said it'd be really cool to have some chests of a different colour, and I agree there because you only got one option with these. So I made them red because of the cherry pine wood, which has been renamed. Do we have any in here? If we go into this chest, plants, cherry pine sapling. I renamed it. You can do this using the language files. And by the way I've decided to do this is one sign, a word in each corner for each chest. So we've got some items in these ones. These ones over here just have random blocks, but if you have a look, we've got our plants, we've got our useful items down here, so lots of those. Potion stuff in this chest. I actually want one of those blaze rods. And up here we have some treasure. Then you can see all the things that I've got so far. We've got feather falling boots. They are awesome. I've got them equipped. So a supply of those. Up here we've got food. Then we've got items from the Nether, and then this is all of our valuables. Let's put the iron in right there. That is a lot. We are off to a tremendous start, it would seem. And I have something to show you, actually, a little exploit, you could say. If we take a piece of sandstone, go up top over to the custom crafter, and I'm going to show you something cool that you can do. It's a little bit cheaty, but it's also quite tedious as well. So, if you put sandstone in here, it will convert it back into 4 sand, which is really cool. But then you can put the sand down, and then you can stand on top of it, and after a while, it will change into sandstone. Now, this usually doesn't take too long. Let's move around a little bit. Let's jump up and down. We're trying to compress the sand here. There you go. It goes into soul sand. No, just regular sand. Let's put that back, and then you can put it back in here again. So that's a little bit cheaty, but it's also quite tedious as well. And if anything, it's just useful if you've got, sandstone, you can craft it into sand and vice versa. So a nice little recipe there, and a little bit of an exploit. So there's one more thing that I want in this room, something that's nice to have early on, and you might be able to tell from the contents of my inventory, but we need ourselves an ender chest. It might be the first one on the server. There we go, there's a little space for it over here. Awesome, we can now store these things. This is going to make it easier to get things back from the wither farm because we still have a ridiculous amount of bones and coal and armor and stuff over there which I want to transport back. So anyway, I said I would show you something with the minecarts and the ladders, and I am kind of unprepared. We've got ladders here, we're going to need some rails, and also we need a little bit of iron. 5 will do, that's because we're making a minecart. And we also need some building blocks. So let's grab some dirt. That'll be nice and easy to dismantle. Actually, I'll tell you what would have been better. Some sandstone because of our tools. That's something else we need to do. We need to do some enchanting in a moment because we have a ridiculous amount of levels. We now have tons of diamonds and we can get ourselves a decent set of armor. But with this, we can break these nice and easy with our picks. So let's just put down a line like this. We're going to put rails on it. And then at the end here, we're going to have some ladders going up. And this, you probably already guessed it, the minecarts will go up the ladders in Game Mode 4, which is really cool. And that's why I couldn't get this thing over here to work. I kept trying to nudge it on top of the ladder and it would never fall down on top of it. And it took me a long time to realise what was going wrong. So let's push it along. Might have needed a little bit more of a nudge. Oh, and now it's up the top. Okay, I think there might have been a server and client synchronization issue there. That's interesting, actually. It kind of makes sense because the server's doing all of the vertical stuff. Oh, there you go. Perhaps I just missed it. That is extremely cool. And notice how it kept its momentum, by the way, for going forward. You see it went off the edge there. So if we give it an even bigger push, we might be able to make it fall down the other side. Hard to tell. Let's try that one more time. I mean, you've seen the feature there, but let's do a little bit of investigation. This time we'll give it the slightest of nudges. Okay, so it doesn't have very much momentum at all. Okay, it seems to just throw it over off the edge when it gets to the top. That's interesting. But yes, minecarts can go up ladders. That's going to be interesting, and later on we're going to be doing some stuff with minecarts for sure. But that's a cool little feature right there, and now I'm going to get myself geared up with some enchanting. We've got 105 levels. We have a ridiculous amount of lapis, and that means we can get ourselves some of the best tools and the best armor. We shouldn't have to waste anything because, of course, in 1.8 we can preview things. So let's grab some of this, some of these diamonds. We're also going to take some shovels and things like that along with us so we can make some dummy enchantments, as I say, to get the good ones. And we also need some lapis. Right, so I'm going to spend some time enchanting and let's see what we get. So out of all the things we're going to enchant, we got sharpness 4 on this sword. That's going to be good with or without unbreaking. And I thought I updated the texture pack to fix this bit right here, but it didn't seem to work, which is interesting. And that lag every time, it always worries me a little bit. So that's decent. Off to an alright start right there. And I'll just go through these one by one and see what I can get. Oh, feather falling. We do want that. We do want that on our boots. So Nova already got it, but diamond boots are going to provide us with more protection. And that is perfect. Do you know what would have been even more perfect? Depth Strider, but I'm not going to push my luck here. We're doing good so far. Boy oh boy, do I feel lucky. We have had some seriously good enchantments on this, so check it out. We got Sharpness 4, Fire Aspect 2, we knew about that. Unbreaking 3, Power 4, that's always great. And then on all of our armour, we've got Protection and Unbreaking. Look at this, Unbreaking 3, Protection 4. 3 and 3 on each of those, and 4 and 3. That is seriously good. We are now equipped to fight the Wither. If you think about it, we may need a few more things like potions and, well, especially regeneration ones, which can be fairly easy if I go into the Nether and shoot them with my bow, the ghasts that is, but also these tools are pretty good as well. Let's have a look. We've got Silk Touch and Efficiency 4, so that's a nice upgrade from that one. Efficiency 4 on a shovel and Silk Touch on a pick. We now have pretty much everything that we need in this game to get going and to move forward at a rapid pace. And that Wither farm has been so good. What a fantastic source of XP, and also Wither skulls and bones and coal, just loads of things that can be very useful early on. So let's equip all of this stuff quickly. I mean, you know what it looks like, but it feels good to do so. We are now ready for a Wither fight, and look at this, we got enough for a ridiculous amount. 17 Wither fights, that's how many we could do. And what are we on, like the 4th or 5th episode? That is crazy, and that is game mode 4 for you right there. So there is something we're going to be doing next, and I think I need to go and gather some obsidian for it. So I'll do some preparations, but we are going to do something very cool. Very, very cool. Believe me, it's going to be awesome. I said we were going to do something awesome, and I miscalculated how much gold we needed for this awesomeness. And so we have to come caving again and get a little bit more. I need 27 in total. We got 16 so far, and I have just discovered something that looks extremely interesting. So just up the hill here, you will see this right here. Now I was thinking at first this is a stronghold because this is the new stone bricks texture. However, this is actually one of the variants, and the strongholds always have multiple variants, and this is just a big square box. So we're going to investigate this together. Already I can hear some bats, which is kind of worrying, but I'm pretty sure this is one of the Game Mode 4 custom dungeons. Let's get in there quick and throw down some swords. Okay, I see spawners, and already I'm very frightened and we're leaving. Oh god, no, this could be my death. Let's box ourselves in because that was a terrible start. I would like to exit and try that again, please. That went bad quickly. It looks like there are a lot of spawners in there. And that is lava. Oh, and it made a weird colour when it fell there. I don't know if you saw that. So we're pinned in by lava. Yep, look, you can see above that block there's some. And we're surrounded by mobs. It's quite possible that this is not going to go too well. Let's see if we can move up a little bit. Hopefully there's no more. Oh, hi. I had a feeling that might happen. And we got to be super careful of which mobs we attack with our fire aspect sword. Because as you know, oh, that sound is terrifying now. Oh, and it blew up. Interesting. We're not even in there and it's blowing up stuff. Okay, so 2 hits to kill a zombie. If we keep our distance, he can't set me back on fire. And charging into him probably isn't the best way to do that. Hi. There's a lot of you. He dropped the sword. And quickly now, let's have a look. Okay, another one blew up. That's kind of crazy. Okay, skeleton spawner there. We could build some sort of crazy... Let's run away. Mega farm over here. And it blew up again. Oh my days. Oh my days, that was crazy. Okay, so top floor seems to be secure. Let's put in a couple more torches where we can. There's a spawner down there. Is there a staircase? There is on the other side, and there's a spawner directly below it. So let's hop down and place a couple of torches out in front. Hi, you're going to shoot me. By the way, I didn't put my other armor on yet. I decided I didn't want it to get hurt, and it would have been good for this. And by hurt, obviously, I mean damage. So we've still got a little bit of life left in this one. Quickly, let's run around, and it looks like we've conquered this now. So there's no creeper spawner, that must have been just regular spawns. And also there's a chest, there's a prize, and there's a lot of zombies down there as well. Where did that guy come from? Maybe he wandered in from the outside. So what should we do? Should we let them fight each other? That seems like a good strategy at this point. Well, they seem to be doing a good job. I think we're going to go like this, and just, and kill them all as quick as possible. There we go, see you later. Right, what is our reward for this fantastic dungeon that initially seemed quite difficult? Some bread and bones. Oh, bread and bones. Oh, nothing. Nothing are worth. Damn you, Sparks. That was at least a lot of fun. That was pretty cool. Not too challenging, though. So what did we get? A zombie spawner and a skeleton spawner. And on the top level, if we can get up there, we got the same thing again. Oh, and a skeleton spawner in the middle. So potentially a good farm if you wanted to build one. But with a skeleton farm, I don't think there's too much this farm can offer. So it's good to know that this is here, but I don't think we're going to make use of that. And now I need to continue mining because we still need that gold. So once we get 27 pieces, I'll be able to show you what was so awesome. So it's been a push, but finally we get to do this awesome thing. I kind of wish this would be in vanilla. This would be so awesome, or at least the end product of what we're about to do. So these are called heart canisters, and they are awesome. They give you extra hearts. So to make this, we need one more notch apple, and I hope I've got all of this right. We should have, and that's right, of course, I can't make it in there. I'm glad I didn't accidentally make another crafting recipe and lose all of my gold blocks or something like that. That would have been really bad. There we go. So we've got 4 notch apples. They go in the center. And then either side of them, you need some diamonds. In the corners, you need obsidian, like this. And then you need some iron blocks. And I think you have to do them one at a time as well, because this is a custom crafter. Okay, I'm new to this stuff. Let's try that again. It's interesting that it doesn't work if you don't do them one at a time, but that should be it. Oh, and there we go. We got ourselves our first heart canister tier 1. So let's see what happens when we put this in our inventory. We get 4 extra hearts. How damn cool is that? I like that. This is going to help so much with fighting the Wither. But we've got a few more of these to make, so let's make them quickly. Oh, this is really awesome. So number 2, what I want to know is, do they stack? Yes, they stack together. And we now have 6 hearts. Okay, that's interesting. And also our health reset. That didn't surprise me because this stuff can be a little bit finicky in Minecraft. That's just the vanilla game. So the third one, we can get 3 of these. And if we put it down like that, we still have 6 hearts. If we stack them, do we get... Oh, no, wait, what am I doing? Okay, you have to group them up. So the first one's worth 4. The next 2 were worth 2. And I'm going to guess the last one will be worth 2 as well. So let's put this in here. And let's make that. There we go. The last one's in. And it didn't do anything. Oh, this is weird. The inventory's being all derpy. Do they not stack? Okay, now they're stacked. That was weird. That took a while. My inventory is being really derpy at the moment. So let's stack these up one by one. Now we've got a group of 4. And there we go. 2 rows of hearts. But each time you change it, it resets your hearts. So I'm going to hang around here for a bit and regenerate my health, but that is going to be amazing for fighting the Wither. And that was the awesome thing that I wanted to show you, the heart canisters. They are seriously cool. 2 layers of hearts, I love it. I feel like such a pro now. I think this Wither fight is going to be pretty easy. We've got all the good weapons, we've got the good armor. We do need a regeneration potion, that's always going to be important, but with 2 layers of hearts, we're going to be unstoppable. We're going to get ourselves a beacon very early on, which I'm looking forward to getting. And also Nether Stars as well are useful with custom crafting and other stuff. So we've got plenty of skulls, we can get plenty more, and we can start doing some of the advanced stuff in Game Mode 4, which is awesome. But we're heading over here to see the Town Hall area. This is something that I need to do soon. I need to build myself a little home and move out. I want to do that sooner than later. It could be very easy to get caught up over there, and already I'm amassing some items, but False has been put in charge of our town hall. No surprise why she was put in charge. You can see right here the building looks amazing, and I'm so pleased because this is what I wanted to see. You know, all these extra materials in the texture pack have been put to use here, and False has made a lovely building. Now, for those of you that saw the live stream, we came over here and checked it out a bit, and it just looks awesome. So I'm going to leave you here. Don't go off wandering, guy. Don't do that. You probably will. Let's go over here and just take a quick look inside. You can see it's kind of unfinished, but it seriously looks awesome using the coloured chests over there, and the interiors look pretty fantastic in this place. And I love the clay. Do you see the clay down here? We've changed it so it actually has the colours. Now, the ones in vanilla, they pick up the orange from the hardened clay. So these ones, what we've done is desaturated them and then reapplied the colour so they're more like the wall colour, which looks really good. And this place is just awesome. Got your little portal down here. That looks really cool with the coloured thieves. And yeah, False has done a terrific job over here. But let's go back outside. That's going to be it for this episode. That was my goal, to get ourselves those extra hearts. And we have done it in terrific style. And our Game Mode 4 season is getting off to an amazing start. I want to say thank you to all of you for watching the episodes. If you've enjoyed it, please do leave a like. You know, it's always appreciated. You guys are fantastic. And this little chicken is following us. We've made a friend. Look at the little guy. But yeah, alright, that's it. Let's wrap the episode up. Thanks as always for watching, and I'll catch you next time. Bye-bye.